Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming a much anticipated video. I've always wanted to film this for you guys, and my collection just seems to keep growing and growing, so there's really never going to be a perfect time for me to film this. So I just thought it would be so fun for me to show you all of my Colourpop Super Shock shadows. So these are what they look like, and I have quite a few of them. I haven't counted how many I have, so I'm too lazy to count them right now, but yeah, this is what they look like. So I'm going to swatch all of them for you, and I've zoomed you in super close, up and personal. Here we are. Check out my face. So I'm going to swatch all of these for you on my hand right here and show you some of my favorite colors and just show you all of them. So this is going to be a long video. If you need a diaper, you might want to get one now. Just pause this and also get a pen and a paper, because I'm sure by the end of this video you're going to want a few of these shadows. So if you're interested, just keep watching. Okay guys, so I did try to kind of split up my shadows into like shade categories, but I don't know how well that's going to go. So we're just going to start off with the neutrals. I'm not even going to attempt to pick up this drawer I have. So let's start off with the first shade. This is the shade So Quiche, and I've had this for a while. This is what it looks like. See if I can get up close and personal with you guys. And this shade is beautiful. It has a shift to it, like a mauve-y, I'm so bad at describing shades. It has like a mauve purple shift to it, on like a taupe shade. And this is one of the first shadows I ever picked up from them. And then really quick, so you guys know, these are made in the United States. This particular shade is a metallic shade, and this comes with 0.07 ounces of product. So you have to make sure you close them really tight, because they are a different kind of texture from a regular eyeshadow. So I always make sure I close my lids super tight, because I don't want to dry these out. Some of them I've had for 2-3 years. Some are pretty new, but I've never had one dry out on me yet. So if you take good care of them, they should last you quite some time. Okay, next shade I want to show you guys is Boy Band. Yeah. And this one doesn't even look like I've ever used it before. And this is an ultra metallic, and it's a really pretty brown shade. This is the shade Millionaire, and this is a metallic as well. So pretty. I love this one. It's like a typical everyday color. This shade is one of their holiday shades. It's called Thirsty Girl, and it was limited edition. That's why it came in the black packaging. And this shade is so smooth and buttery. It just glided on to my hand, and I think this is a beautiful everyday color as well. And this is Thirsty Girl. This next shade is gorgeous. It's very similar to the color of my sweatshirt. It's a shade Cricket, and it's a beautiful purple mauve shade with gold reflex in it. This is such a beautiful color. I feel like this is like the perfect color for a bridesmaid's dress if any of you guys are getting married. This next shade is Summer Lovin', and this was from their tie-dye collection. It's a beautiful pinky white toned shade, and it leans more blush, and it's just so beautiful. Okay guys, so I decided to bring you in even closer because I really wanted you guys to be able to see the shadows. So the next shade I have to show you is DGAF. That might stand for Don't Give a Fuck. I don't know personally. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's so fun because I never sit and like swatch all of these shades, but it has like it's like a red shade with tons of, it's like a duochrome. It has a ton of like greenish gold shimmers in this. It's crazy because I never really got into Colourpop at first. I ordered a few of the shades like a couple of years ago, and I was like, I don't know how to use these, they suck, I'm so bummed. And then one day I just picked them up and started applying them with my fingers, and I think that's the trick to the Super Shock shadows. They're not really good when you try to put them on with a brush, although I do really like the Colourpop brushes. Those seem to work really well with their shadows, but I just use my finger now. And then this is To a T, which is just a matte shade. I think this one was one of those that came in like a quad that I picked up, because generally I don't pick up their matte shades. I just like the metallic shades. I think those are the ones that are truly different. Swatch videos. And then this is the shade On the Rocks. This again is one of my first shadows that I picked up from them. And it's a beautiful classic shade. They've had it from probably day one. Really pretty coppery shade. I have like a million of these. Okay, and then this is the shade Far Side. This is an ultra glitter shade. This is the shade Prickly Pear. Again, this is another beautiful bridesmaid dress kind of shade. It's like a beautiful purpley gold shade. So this is the shade Stereo. Okay, this is a limited edition. This was called Puppy Love, and this was one of their collabs with No Kill LA. They were trying to raise money for this no kill shelter. So of course, being a dog mom, I had to pick this one up. And honestly, this isn't my favorite. This is a pearlized finish, but for you lighter skin girls, you might really like this. It has quite the shift of purple pink on it. And then I might as well show you Catnip. So this was the one they did more recently for No Kill LA, and this is a metallic. So they learned people like their metallics. And when I swatch these, some of these shades, I'm like, wow, these don't look that different from each other. But I don't mind, because they're $5 and I get suckered into all of their collections. I actually placed a Colourpop order today. Next shade is the shade Midnight. I believe this was a color from the Kathleen Lights collection. This shade is the shade Sequin, and this is a gorgeous everyday shade. So if you are looking for a recommendation, I would definitely pick up this shade Sequin. This next shade is Kathleen Lights. It's a beautiful golden bronzy pearlized finish. This is the shade Blaze. I think this is also from the Kathleen Lights collection. It's a golden, like a dirty gold, old gold shade. Super beautiful as well. I don't know how all the Kathleen shades end up together, but this is all a Weenie, and this is definitely from her collection. I remember the name because it's named after one of her puppies. This shade I think you're barely gonna see. This is a Super Shock shadow called Smash. I think this is one of my newer shadows. Okay, this is another one of my OG Colourpop shades. This is the shade Amaze, and again, this is another beautiful rose gold. This one did feel a little dry, but I can still use this. I haven't hit pan on any of my Colourpop shadows, but this shade is another gorgeous one on the lid. This is the shade Lovely, and it's so beautiful. It's like a perfectly light rose gold shade. I don't know if my swatch is gonna capture the shift in this shade Sailor, but this is an ultra glitter and it's beautiful. There is a shift from a pearl to a blue, so I think you can see that in the camera again. So you guys already know I don't have a lot of interest in the matte shades or the satin shades from Colourpop, and this is the satin shade called the One. This is the shade Paisley, and I don't know if you can see it because this is a glitter sheer. So basically this doesn't have a base color, it's just glitter, so it's a great eyeshadow topper. Okay guys, this is another Colourpop must-have. This is the shade Lala, and it's a beautiful rose gold shade. I actually picked this up on the recommendation of my friend Netme. She told me how much she loves this shadow, and of course, when I got it, I immediately fell in love. This is the shade Peekaboo. Again, this is a limited edition shade. This is the shade Valley Girl, and I don't think I realized this was a pearlized finish when I picked it up. This is the shade Tea Party. It's a peachy shade. Okay guys, this is the shade Mooning. It's a beautiful chocolate brown with bronze specks in it, and this is a satin, so I probably didn't realize that when I picked it up. Okay, I have some neutral shades, but I'm gonna switch to something fun. This is Slave to Pink. This is basically neon. It feels a little like it's drying up. So this is Slave to Pink. Got a ton of blue reflex in it. It's a beautiful shade. This is a metallic shade called Cuddle Buddy. This is from the Valentine's collection. I have to leave the lid off on this one to show it to you, but this is another tie-dye, and this is in the shade Meow, and it comes out as this beautiful silvery purple shade. This next shade is one of my favorites. This is the shade Tinsel, and again, this is limited edition. this is the shade Bubbly. Again, this is a beautiful pink shade. This is another pink shade as well. This is Co-Pilot, and this is from the Valentine's collection. So next I'm gonna do some of the greens I have. This first one is called Slay. This is a beautiful khaki green, and there's so much shimmer in this shadow. So there it is. I've always wanted to film a Colourpop eyeshadow swatch video for you guys, and it's definitely more work than I ever bargained for, but okay guys, for the sake of time and energy, I'm gonna swatch 2 at a time. So the top shade right here is called Moonwalk, which is a really beautiful like chartreuse with a shift of red. And then this shade is Flower Shop, and it is a pearlized. Here are finger swatches. Okay, top shade is a tie-dye. It's called Mermaid Kiss, and then the bottom shade is Empire, which is this beautiful green shade. So here they are. Okay, so top shade is Donna, and the bottom shade is Telepathy. Colourpop Telepathy is my all-time favorite Colourpop shadow. This chartreuse shade, again, was created by Kathleen Lights, and I just think it's one of the most unique eyeshadows that I have that really complements my skin tone. Okay, so these next 3, the top one is Muse, which is this finger swatch. It's a beautiful, again, looks like rose gold. Next one is the shade Erotic, which is this beautiful red shade. And then the last one is, again, from the holiday collection. It's the shade Babykins. Oh my gosh. These are so pretty. This red one, it does say it's not for your eye area, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be putting it on my eye area. So in the midst of raving about these eyeshadows, I came across 2 duds. So this first one is Keeper, which was again from the Valentine's collection, and I think that one was my fault. I must have not shut it properly. It felt really dry, but I had used this in my crease, so I don't know why it was feeling so dry. And then Porter, I think this is from the Kathleen Lights collection, and it's like shattered on the inside, so I think it's time for me to get rid of this. And then the last shade is still really beautiful. That is the shade Static, and it's a pearlized. So those are some of my burgundy Colourpop eyeshadows. Okay, so I did take my watch off, and these next 3 shadows are White Rabbit, Vega, and Cheap Date, and these are like my coppery shades. I recently got Vega. These are what the Colourpop quads look like, in case you've never seen them. Okay, so I got the all-nighter quad, and this shade Vega is honestly so beautiful. I can just top off any of my eyeshadows with it. It has like hints of purple and gold. And then this last shade, Cheap Date, of course, you guys know I'm an extremely warm undertone person, so any kind of gold eyeshadow just pops on my eyelids. So I gravitate to a lot of neutral gold shades. Okay, so here is another bronze shade. This is Game Face by Colourpop, and then the gold shade is Get Lucky by Colourpop. I was just checking to see if Cheap Date and Get Lucky, they're like pretty identical. I thought I had to re-swatch some of the shades because Game Face looks pretty much like White Rabbit if you look at them, and Get Lucky and Cheap Date are pretty close as well. You guys know I have a problem with Colourpop eyeshadows when I swatch 2 silvery shades and I'm like, wow, these 2 look identical. That's because they are. Apparently I have 2 of the same shade, Glitterati. So these 2 swatches are of the same eyeshadow. One I had never swatched before, so I'm like, oh cool, I'll just swatch it really quick. And then this last shade is the silvery one, and that is Liberty. So there is that. I can't believe I have 2 of them. I actually have an Excel sheet that I put all my Colourpop eyeshadows on, and then when I buy, usually I'll double check, but sometimes I have like spasms and go into like comas and buy Colourpop and forget to check my list. And I was afraid I was gonna double up on something, which is why I had the list to begin with, but clearly I learned nothing. And these are now my blues that we're on to. So the first shade is Rex, then we have Etiquette, and then the last shade is Patchwork. This is from the holiday collection, so it's no longer available, but these are some of my blue shadows from Colourpop. Okay guys, here are more blue eyeshadows. The first one is Pop Rocks, that's a tie-dye. Middle one is Too Shy, which is a neon, and then the last one is Bay, which is more of a burgundy, but it has a blue shift to it. It reminds me of MAC Blue Brown pigment. Okay, so this first shade is this one. This is Crinkle, middle one is Sugar, and last one is Coconut. So there they are. Crinkle, Sugar, and Coconut. All different blue tones from the Colourpop line. Okay, so these are some of my white gold shades. The first shade is Couche, which is a beautiful limited edition shade. I'm sure they'll relaunch it again, but it came out this Christmas, so that is beautiful. The middle one is Fringe, and then if you can't get a hold of Couche, I Heart This would be a good dupe. They are very similar in tone. And I'm ending this with kind of boring swatches. I should have picked some of my favorites for the end, but oh well. The first shade is Girly, Tassel, and Arrow. And so these are my last three shadows I have to show you today. Okay guys, that is all of my Colourpop eyeshadows. I hope you enjoyed this. Now these were just the ones that come in the pot. I know they just released pressed shadows. I'm not as into those as these ones. So I've always wanted to film a swatch video for you guys of all of my Colourpop shadows. And so I finally did. These are all of my shadows, and this is the drawer I keep it in. So yeah, I'm so excited. I hope you enjoyed the swatches. If you want to see any swatches again, I will definitely be happy to swatch them on my hand and send you a message. So if you want to send me a DM on what colors you want to see, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye!